So I don't know if this stands out to you, but just the way that Paul describes these believers, these Gentile believers, and how they see such value and such honor in the fact that it was the Jewish Christians that reached them through Paul and through other missionaries like
Mm-hmm.
Paul, bringing the good news to them, that they're like, hey, the least we can do here is send money back to take care of the poor and the people that are hurting, that shared the gospel with us,
Right.
because they gave so that someone else
Mm-hmm.
could so that someone else could hear the gospel. And I think that that's such a beautiful picture of just how we should be living as well, not just financially, but whatever it takes, to help people share the gospel
Mm-hmm.
in other places that don't really impact us at all, like in another country or in another state, or in another part of the city that we don't live, like it's just such a beautiful thing to say, hey, the message that I received, this life that I received from Jesus, this good news, this gospel that was given to me, I want to share it with others, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to help people reach those, even if I'm not the one going.
Yeah,
So,
that's so good. I think what's also beautiful is Paul didn't take credit for it.
mhm.
He acknowledges where the gift is coming from. He also, it's kind of funny because he says, um, you can provide for my journey. And I think he's recognized he's teaching them, okay?
Mhm.
He's not saying, "Hey, you're going to pad my life and I'm going to live this luxurious life." He's saying what we do cost. And in order to go to the next place and to do the things, we all need to be supporting each other.
Mhm.
And I'm going from place to place and I'm trusting that you're part of this. So
Yeah.
whether you get to go with me physically or you can help support my efforts, and he's teaching the church that later on what we call tithes and offering, that this is more than a building fund, right?
Right.
This is a kingdom building fund. And
Right.
in order to go and do these things, it takes all of us. And
Yeah.
this was not about, hey, you're providing my salary. You're helping make this stuff happen. And he could have very easily, and obviously we don't think Paul would do this, but he could have very easily said, he could have pocketed all that money. He could have taken a portion for himself,
Mhm.
but that's not what he's doing. He's making it clear, hey, they gave to this. I'm going to stop by and I'm going to drop this off and I'm going to make sure they get what was given to them.
Yeah.
And God is going to continue to provide, and you get to be part of that provision.
Mhm.
But then he ends it right there with, and I'm sure that when I come, Christ will richly bless our time together.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, I know that church has such a bad rep for, they're like, oh, they just want our money, right? And I'm sure there are churches that do, but the majority, the heart behind it, do not. They
Right.
recognize that, hey, in order to have missionaries go here or there, it costs.
Mhm.
In order to have a building, and I mean, I don't think people even think about it. We go to church on Sunday, and there's donuts at a lot of places. There's
Right.
coffee. There are comfortable chairs. There are lights. There's an air conditioner. If you're in the South, can you imagine being in church
Mm.
without air? Like,
Yeah.
there's all these things
We've done
that
that a few times.
it was awful.
Yes.
Um, there's all of these things, and we don't think about the fact that it takes money to make this stuff happen.
Right.
We can really quickly become consumers and show up and go, well, this needs to be set this way.
Right.
Well, it takes all of us to make that happen.
Right.
We
Right.
want to see the gospel message go to places in the world. And there are missionaries that feel called to that. Do your part. How can you help financially support that? Right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think that this is not this money message. That's not what he's doing. It's not a money
Right.
message. However, it is a message to say, hey, I want to make this abundantly clear. You and I are able to do this, And we're able to see these things happen because we all do what we can.
Right.
And that's beautiful.